All right, wrapping up camp, how you feel your side of the ball did and your O-line group did these last few weeks?
I feel like the O-line came along pretty far. I think we have a mature group, especially bringing in some transfers like Justin Red and Ben Johnson. I feel like they're going to help the group exponentially. Just having more depth overall as an O-line and as an offense, especially bringing in transfers like Isaiah and some other receivers. Having CJ back has been a big help as well. So I think the offense is primed to have a great year.
We've seen you on the field quite a bit. You kind of got thrown into it. And how do you try to improve yourself in the offseason away from the team individually? What do you try to do to get better?
I definitely just try to recover as best as I can. Often in the training room, in the ice tubs, often getting work in on whenever we have off time, usually in July. I'm usually here. I'm from Jacksonville, so not too far from here. So I usually spend most of my off time here in Greenville anyways. So I'm usually on the field most of the time during the off time, just trying to stay in shape. Don't want to get caught off guard by what Big John has for us in the summer.
And I'm sure you've always been a great athlete. Did you have to learn how to take care of your body, eat the right things? Like, is that something that's come to you since you've got here to ECU?
Well, I mean, my mom always preached to me as a young kid to eat your vegetables and be healthy. So, yeah, she's a health freak. So I've always had it's always been in the back of my mind to stay healthy and just eat what's right and not put anything bad into my body that can hinder my performance. So that's always been something I've been conscious of.
What have the battles been like with the D-line this camp? Sounds like it's got pretty heated. Coach Houston said there's been some skirmishes. So what have those battles been like?
Oh, yeah, we've been going at it, no doubt. But I think it's going to help us as a team overall. We're not going to be surprised on game day because of what we're doing in practice. We're going at it every day. And, if you're not competing out there, then you're going to get embarrassed. And nobody wants to be embarrassed.
Thanks, man. Good
No
luck
problem.
to you.
Appreciate it.
All right, Noah, first of all, health-wise, how you feeling as you exit camp and enter the game week practices?
I'm feeling good. I'm really feeling better than I have in probably about 2 years. I've got my weight under control, got my muscle mass back, and just built up that strength to get back to playing 100%.
Speaking of weight, were you one of the Pirates that got affected by whatever was going around last week, or did you make it out of that okay?
No, sir. I avoided that one.
That's a good thing. It took a few guys out, right?
It did, yeah.
How did it sounded like practice went well on the offensive side of the ball for you guys this week, and that you concluded with the scrimmage today. So what kind of clicked, in your opinion, for the offense this week?
For us, I really think we just came together and made our mind up that we wanted to be the offense that we know we can be, the explosive offense, and bust open a couple plays and use all the tools we have.
You played a lot of football here, Noah, upperclassman now. So how have you kind of embraced that leadership role, helping out the younger guys coming into the program?
I took it on kind of naturally. I just kind of realized I had a lot of guys come in before me, like Deontay Smith and Garrett McGinn, I really looked up to, and I really just wanted to follow in those footsteps. So being that leader on and off the field for my young guys is just something I want to be.
As you continue to get snaps, continue to play well, and you see Garrett and Deontay at the next level, is that in your mind as well? Maybe you being there one day?
Oh, yes, that's complete motivation because I've watched everything they've done since the day I've been here. So I just want to get that level and be as good as them or even better.
You got a lot of returners on that O-line. Also, some guys like Moore, Red coming in. How have you and the team kind of welcomed them into what you guys are doing on the O-line?
We've brought them in, embraced them with the brotherhood and the family in our locker room, and showed them how we act, and just let them know that we're there for them on and off the field, and we just want to win. That's our goal.
Had that winning season last year. You got that taste of winning. I know you want to keep it going. Is there still a bitter taste from going up to Maryland and not playing a bowl game? Does that still kind of irk you a little bit?
I mean, for sure it hurts a little bit that we didn't play, but we knew that we were prepared and that whatever happened, we were going to go out there and do what needed to be done.
And you're ready to get to another one this year, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're ready to go even bigger and better this year.
All right, thanks, Noah.
Thank you.
Shane, the tight end room has filled up quick. You kind of got here, it was empty. You made an impact, and now you add Ryan and Aaron and other guys in the mix. How have you seen that room grow just since you've been here in Greenville?
The growth has been a lot. When I came in, there was only a couple guys, and just how this coaching staff has built the room up, added different people. I think there's been as much growth in this position room as any position room on a team. So it's been great to see that over the years.
It's probably not fair, but we always label guys. We label Aaron as a blocking tight end, Ryan as a receiving tight end. You seem to be kind of an all-around tight end. What would you say your strengths are at that tight end position?
Like you said, I think I can do both. I think I'm very good in the run game. I think I can contribute and be, a weapon in the pass game. So I think my role is a little bit different than the other guys' roles, but we all come together to do our best at using our own abilities, and I think it's great to do that.
How many different spots have you been in on the field this offseason as far as on the line, slot, backfield? Like, what have you been doing most this offseason?
I've been lined up in the slot a lot in the backfield, type of H-back kind of thing. But I mean, I've been out at number one. I've been in the backfield. I've been almost everywhere on the field except for quarterback. So I mean, it's been cool to do that, and it's exciting to do that. And I can't wait to see what the season holds for me.
You got to be pretty intelligent to know all those roles too. So as far as the playbook goes, are you 100% with all that?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been working on this playbook for even before when I was in high school. My coach sent me the plays and the playbook and the schemes and told me to learn it before I even got to school. So I've been learning that stuff for a while. I think I have it pretty down right now.
Did you remain unscathed with the food stuff going on last week, or were you one of the guys that got it?
No, I was good. I ate all the food that everybody else had, and I was fine. I mean, I feel bad.
Well,
for
Xavier actually said it's survival of the fittest. He said his body won't allow him to get sick. So are you agree with that?
I mean, I was walking around telling people I had an immune system with steel. So
Good stuff.
It's cool.
These last couple weeks here before NC State, what's the focus for you and the offense to get better, be at your best when you take on those guys?
I think it's just sharpening things up, getting better at the new things that are putting in installs and sharpening up the old stuff that they're already put in and just kind of coming together and meshing as an offense. That's the main focus right now.
All right. Thanks, Shane. Good luck, man.
Yes, sir.
Parker, I talked to Coach Shank about this a little bit. You coming in, you already know a lot. So how does it mesh when he wants to teach you his type of ball? How was that for you coming in and learning with the new offensive line coach?
Well, with the experience I've had playing college football, is my learning the game and learning how to run the plays and things like that was like that. So that's why I came in the spring, and I used the spring to kind of help me learn the playbook and things like that. So when it came to camp, I was ready to go full speed and just ready to fire out the football.
I know the coaches put a premium on if they're going to bring an upperclassman in to make sure he'll fit in with the rest of the group. So it sounds like it hadn't been a challenge. Was that easy for you?
Oh, yeah. First week I came in, I just had a family vibe with the guys. And we started this chant, me and Noah did. We break out before practice and we say bad boys for life. It's just camaraderie is as strong as it's ever been, and I'm excited.
How are the battles with the D-line this fall camp? Sounds like there's a few skirmishes, guys getting into it, but a lot of work, right? A lot of good work.
Oh, yeah, it's back and forth. That's what you want. Iron sharpens iron, and just going against the D-line every day, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, your tendencies and things like that. So that kind of helps me, advancing the SEC.
You're going to experience the crowd in the stadium and something for the first time for you here in Greenville, but I'm sure you've heard about it, a game day and everything. How excited are you to get things really rolling?
It's football season. It's here, and my confidence is as high as it's ever been. I'm kind of used to a big crowd. West Virginia had a lot of fans, but I've heard these fans here, just something special about these fans. I'm excited.
Yeah, I've been there when they sing Country Roads and all that stuff, and now it's Purple Haze, so somewhat similar. How about Greenville as a whole? Have you enjoyed your brief time here so far?
Yeah, absolutely. Greenville is a beautiful city. Compared to the cold, cloudy weather, Greenville is beautiful. I have no complaints.
Okay, even the 98-degree heat, no complaints.
Not a humidity. It got me a couple times during practice, but other than that, it's just love it here.
What are these next 2 weeks like for you as you get into NC State mode and prepare for them? What do you want to kind of fine-tune here these last 2 weeks?
Just, still working on my pass protection and things like that. Still working on being more physical in the run game. Watching film on those guys, what tendencies they bring to the table and things like that. So.
All right. Thanks, Parker. Good luck. Avery, I believe this will be the first time Holton Ahlers has had the same center back-to-back years. So that's a huge thing, and got to be good for you too, right? To have that familiarity with each other.
Right. All about being consistent and being familiar, like you said, with one another. Just knowing Holton's cadence, how he likes to do things, how I like to snap the ball, how I like to move, how I like to mic stuff out. Just getting in the rhythm with one another, because I feel like, the offense really runs off us too, and our, how precise we are with each other.
Coach Shank talked about how far you've come, and playing different positions, all things like that. How much have you grown just in your short time here in Greenville as a football player?
Man, I've grown a lot since I've been in Greenville. Leaving Chapel Hill, not really a lot of playing time, not a lot of, a lot of stuff under my belt. Getting here, playing guard, learning the offense, learning how to really play football, how to step. And then moving to center, I think, I've grown a lot. Honestly, a couple years ago, I wouldn't have pictured myself in this position. So I'm proud of myself for that.
You've already got the natural haze built in for NC State, so that's a good thing. So,
Yeah.
How about taking on that defensive line coming up in a couple of weeks? Good unit, good side of the ball, but you guys going to be up to the challenge?
Oh, yeah, we're going to be ready. I feel like we got something to prove. We don't want to. We are the underdogs, but we don't feel like the underdogs. We want to go out there and play our game and do what we know how to do, and play hard, play with passion and intensity.
How nice is it to be a part of this group that's kind of bringing back the winning ways of ECU football? You had that winning season last year, something to build on for this year, and you can probably feel it, right? Getting better and better, growing.
Yeah. When I was getting recruited here, coming out of high school, I saw the team and what it was. So now it's like really a big jump from then. And yeah, just bringing that history of ECU back and that winning program back is something important to me and the rest of my team.
We talked to Parker a moment ago, and he gave you guys a lot of credit as far as bringing in the new guys, making them feel at home, part of the team. Do you take a responsibility in that as an upperclassman, making sure everybody, feels welcome in the locker room?
Oh yeah, I like, as a center, as a leader, I like to, I want everybody to gel together, especially in the O-line, because that's really important. I try to teach the young guys, teach the new guys, try to help Parker, because we need everybody to play, you know what I'm saying?
And finally, Avery, when you go up to the ball, what are you looking at? Who are you pointing at? What are you saying? I mean, how much goes on before the snaps even snap?
It's a few keys that I got to look at going into snap, like who's the mic, where we going. I really direct all that stuff. But I'm used to it now, so it's not that hard. It's kind of just like off the top.
Yeah. Thanks, Avery. Good luck, man. Appreciate it. Asked Coach Houston about the back and forth between offense and defense this fall. He said there's been some battles, there's been some skirmishes, but a lot of good competition. So what's that back and forth been like from your perspective?
It's been great. I mean, that's how you see a good team is, both teams are talented. You go back and forth like that. You don't want it to be lopsided one way or the other, and it hasn't been in any way. So we're talented, we're experienced at pretty much every level on the field, whether it's offense or defense, or really special teams as well. So excited to see the guys work. I mean, we got a really talented team. Now it's got to go out there and kind of turn that potential into production.
Coach Houston has been pleased with the effort. The execution maybe not always there, but he said every day the guys are bringing effort, and that's got to be awesome as the leader of this team to know your guys are bringing it every single day.
Yeah, I mean that's just how the program's built now. That's what you're expected to do, and if you're not doing that, then you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. So I mean, the guys are bought in to winning. We got a taste of it last year, and we want more of it. So a lot of us came back for this 5th year. Coach Houston's kind of first class together. To have a big year like we're planning on having this year.
The one ball to go around to a lot of different weapons. So the coaches are trying to put yourself in the best spot to move the ball down the field, obviously. How much input do you have that, like maybe even in a game where you see something, hey, Ryan's free here? How much input do you have during the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much freed up now to, if I see something, to change it. They kind of give me the free reins on that this year. So that's kind of been a big difference with me in camp is studying stuff that, even if we call a play, that's not the set in stone play we have. And, if I see something that I know the weakness of it, I can change it to that play. So it's been fun. I mean, Coach K's really been coaching me up good on it. And, I appreciate him doing that and having faith in me to do that. And we got experience around where we can do that now. I'm not the only one that's experienced on this team. So it's been pretty cool. I'm excited for it and excited, to see what that does.
Thanks, Holt.
Yeah.
All right, Keaton, fall camp wrapping up. Is that a good feeling that now it's starting to get even closer, getting these game week practices?
Yes, sir. Getting closer, getting our mind right mentally and physically. So we just can't wait.
What are the next 2 weeks like for you as you start to really dive into NC State? What do you want to accomplish at these practices here these next 2 weeks?
Working my passing game, knowing what they do defensively, know their weaknesses and strengths. So that's the next 2 steps we got to take. So.
We mentioned this a little bit with you. How involved are you with kick return right now? Is that something you might be doing this year?
Oh, yes, sir. I will be back there. So
You got a smile on your face as you say that. You excited about that?
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Good deal. As you dive into NC State, good D line, really good linebackers. You know how does a talented linebacking core affect the running backs and what you want to do out there?
To be a great running back, you always got to make a linebacker miss. So our next 2 weeks, we're gonna work on our moves in between those tight spaces. They got good linebackers, so you got to know their weaknesses too and their strengths. So.
Coach Foster talked about you guys and coming to work every day, showing up 100%. Also, I noticed his biceps. I don't know, man. I'm not messing with that guy. How about you?
Man, I don't know how his arm can get so much bigger.
How do they find sleeves to fit a shirt?
Exactly. They try to tell him go up a side, but he don't want to listen. So.
Got a medium going.
He like showing off his muscles.
Keaton, finally, you feeling good, obviously, about this team. How about the running back core? Sounds like Marlon Gunn is really taking the next step. But also, you still got Pop Camaro in the mix. You got a whole slew of guys.
Oh, yes, sir. They coming along. You know, we asked them, if y'all need some help with the playbook, just let us know. They told us they need help. We got them right. They coming along. You know, the more you know what's going on in the playbook, the faster you can play on the field. So they look good today.
All right. Thanks, Keaton.
No problem.
We'll see you. Rajay, camp wraps up. You got a smile on your face. Keaton's got a smile on your face. Everything feeling good as you head into these game week practices?
Yeah, man. I'm just glad camp's over. I can finally relax, kick back and relax a little bit, and get ready for NC State, man.
You also got to be a student again. So you got classes coming up. You're not smiling now. How about your class load this year? What do you got coming up?
The most class I got in a day is 2, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it's not that bad. And I don't have an 8 a.m. this year, so I'm cool with it.
All right, good schedule. Good schedule.
Good.
It sounds like the offense had a very productive week of practice, which led to a good scrimmage today and maybe caught up with the defense some. And Coach used to talk about that back and forth. So what's that been like every day? Trying to beat the defense, they're trying to beat you. Iron sharpens iron, that phrase, right?
Yeah, last week, what are you doing? Last week, we didn't have any energy at all. So, you know, coming out Monday at practice, the energy was just out the roof, man. And it just carried over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then, you know, of course, today we had a scrimmage, and it showed, man. And it was just big, man. We were just big on energy this week, and we just had fun with it.
You gave us a scout report on the running backs on Monday. Sounds like Marlon Gunn's continued to play well. Donnie Kirkpatrick said, you know, right now he's kind of slotted in as that number 3. He's probably got inspiration from you and Keaton playing as true freshman, right? So how much are you kind of mentoring what the younger guys are doing right now?
You know, a guy like Marlon, man, he got the right head on his shoulders. He was raised right. He came in ready to go. He didn't start off at the 3, I'll tell you that. But, you know, he's just been working his tail off, man. And he's just been having his head down and just keep on chopping wood, keep on stacking them 1% days, man. And it's finally adding up for him. I'm proud of him.